Hi, kids. I hope you're doing well. I hope you've had a good week. Today, I want to share with you one of the funniest things that happened to me when I was a kid, when I was about 12 years old. Unfortunately, it happened at the expense of one of my poor brothers, but he can laugh at it now. But when I was a 12-year-old kid, I was a member of a biker gang, if you can imagine that. And we were pretty serious stuff. We had tattoos with real magic markers to draw them on, and we put baseball cards in the spokes of our tires so it sounded like a real engine. So we were the real deal as a biker gang. You don't want to mess with us unless our moms were calling us home for dinner. Then you're okay because we had to go. So we used to race bikes, and I think I've told you before, on my street. It was a long street going downhill, and at the end there was a circle of tar, a cul-de-sac it's called. This big circle came to a dead end, and there were telephone poles along the way at different intervals so you could race and see how you're doing. But I was the only one who had a 3-speed bike, so I was the head of the biker gang, and I always won the races because I had the 3-speed bike. And one day, though, my sister bought a bike, and it was a very fast bike. And my brother Sean, he was 2 years younger than me, and he borrowed that bike, and he was racing everybody else, and he was defeating all comers. He was just doing great in the bike races, and I knew pretty soon he was going to challenge me to see who could do better. So anyway, sure enough, he beat everybody else, and he says, "I'm going to take you on, Alex." So he wanted to race me, and so we got at the top of the hill. We're on our bikes, and we're racing down the hill really fast, and I'm not worried because I'm still in first gear. He's staying with me, but then I shift up to second gear. Oh, he's still staying with me. Third gear, and he's still staying on that very fast bike he was on. And so we're racing neck and neck, very close, and we're getting pretty close to about 3/4 of the way. And I look over, and my brother, he's still riding the bike. He's still holding the handlebars of the bike. The only problem is, and he's still pedaling, but the handlebars had come out of the bike. And so he's pedaling away, and he's holding the handlebars, but they're not attached to the bike. But it was amazing because he just kept going and going. It's like in the cartoons where they lose the wheel of the car and they keep going. He just kept on holding on to them. And he looked over at me like this. He knew he was done for, and yet he kept pedaling. He didn't want to stop. And then suddenly, toward the cul-de-sac, the end of the street, well, I was going to say he flew over the handlebars, but he was holding the handlebars. So he went flying over the wheel, and he went flying into the dirt, and finally let go of the handlebars, and he got scraped up a little bit. He was a little bit bloody, but fortunately, it was no serious injury. He was okay. But it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. It was like in the cartoons to see somebody holding the handlebars and pedaling away, but they're not attached to the bike anymore. And he must have gone 40 feet at least doing that, maybe 50. So that was pretty funny. But there are times in life when life seems like that, like we're out of control, like the handlebars will come off on our bike and we're really worried about things. We have an expression that, the wheels fell off. The wheels fell off your car. That's not a good thing. You're going down the highway and your wheels fall off your car. That's not good. Or if you're in a bike race and your handlebars come out, that's not a good thing. And so sometimes life is like that, with the coronavirus and other things. You might be worried about things, or maybe you're worried about some different thing. But we have a friend, somebody who can help us. So let me look at this first. What do you do when the wheels fall off? Well, Peter tells us, says, casting all your worries on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. So to cast means to throw. So put all your worries on God because God cares for you. And that's good to know, isn't it? God cares about you. He cares about what happens to you. When the handlebars come out, he cares about you still, and you can ask him for help. You can call out to him. So let's read this together. You repeat after me. Casting all your worries on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Oops, let's try that again. Casting all your worries on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. So when you have troubles in life, when you feel like the handlebars have come off and you're scared, pray to God and ask Him for help because He cares about you. Okay? So hope you're doing well. Hope you're not having any worries. God bless you.